Hey, hi everyone. Good morning and welcome to my Facebook. You are not invited here, but if you want to be here, at your own risk, okay? So it's going to be a very short broadcast, okay? Because I'm going to Quran now. So we normally see on Facebook or on public place where the men in our community always try to shut women up by telling them, go and marry, go and marry. You are on Facebook here talking nonsense, go and marry. And I begin to go into the psychology of most of these men to see what they really think for that comment to come out from their mouth. At times when they say the lady is very, very intelligent, she knows what she's saying, they will just recommend to her, go and marry. Go and marry. I receive sense, Nigeria. They must receive sense whether they like it or not. So they will just say, go and marry. So I don't go into their psychology. I begin to think that this Nigerian marriage, does it really favor the women or does it favor the men? Because the way they recommend it is like a dose of poison that immediately you got married, that your mouth when they sharp will just close. That your education or whatever, when you two know, your husband will beat it down. There are times when I make posts or whatever on Facebook, I make my posts due to my experience, due to what I see in the community, and due to my ideology. I see men coming to my inbox or dropping a comment on my Facebook to ask me if I'm married. You not get husband, or you not get husband, I make you the write all these things. If you get husband, you will not put on these things. So I see all this same behavior in the normal life, whereby most women, immediately they're married, they forget everything about them, completely everything about them, because they are married. Most women, just because of they are married, they leave their job. Maybe it was a job they really love. Many of them, they stay away from their old friends. Immediately they are married, they stay away from some families, because they believe now that they are a married woman and the married woman should not associate with some certain type of people. For me, it depends, okay? It depends what that certain type of people are really adding into your life. But most women, immediately they get married, you will see their husband will start dictating to them who they should talk to, who they should follow, who they should like associate themselves with. You see their husband will start to dictate everything to them as if these women are babies. That is where you see so many men in our community, they spend all their lives in marriage policing their wife, policing their behavior, policing their vajaja, and policing everything that have to do with their wife. Most men that will even know that that woman that they call bad, they will prefer to marry that woman that they call bad and try to change the woman, try to tell her what to do, try to tell her how to chew, try to tell her how to dress. But you marry this woman knowing that she dressed in this certain way, she eats or chew in a certain way, but You see them because of their hypocrisy, of never saying what they want, of never being emotionally stable about what they need or what they want. They will go ahead and get married to you so that they can become policing you and complaining all the time. So, as I was talking, you see this all the time. All the time, these men, they want to tell you what you have to do. They want to tell you how you should choose, how you should do certain things. But when they came to you the first time, they know who you are, they know how you dress, they know everything about you. The next minute, they want to tell you, oh, the way you are dressing, the way you are doing this, the way you are talking, it should change. But this is somebody you saw before talking. She wasn't an Odin, a deaf and dumb. That overnight, you just want this person to change for you. And you think it is easy and normal for somebody to change an attitude that you don't like. This thing happens too for the men, for the women too. They pick up a man, they know that he's not responsible, they are committed themselves to, and the man is not reciprocating, is not giving them back the commitment they give. And then overnight, they want this man to change. This thing happens all the time with all these men. They believe that the moment they get married to you, you have to change everything. The moment they get married to you or they start dating you, you just have to change everything. When you already know who this person is, why do you want to change that person overnight? Because of many of them believe that when you don't marry, you have to do this, you have to do that. If that person was enjoying his or her life before you met him, why did you want that person to change overnight for you, to change everything? I don't like what you are doing. If you are a Christian, oh, you have to be a free thinker. If you are a free thinker, you have to start going to church with me. If you don't go to church with me, they start to give you some complaints. Many of us think that as a woman, that because you have a man, your life has to be changed drastically. Everything just has to be changed about you. That is why you always see that question, you don't get a husband, you not marry, what is the husband going to change? If I choose not to go to church because I got married, is the man so the man is obligated to force me against my own wish. If you know you are the type that is not going to church, you don't want to go to church, you choose people, you choose men that don't believe in church. If you know you need a woman to dress like a Mary Amaka, you go to church and pick one of all these Deeper Life women and all. You don't go to women that dress in a certain way and you get married to them and you start to obligate them to cover themselves. You start to force them to cover themselves because maybe that is how she wants or she like or she prefer to dress. But because you will never respect the way she dress, and many of you feel that you can change people, you can change a woman. The moment you get married to her, you can change her. You see, us, we continue to try to put this narrative out of where your husband, you don't get a husband, that is why you are talking, that is why you are doing this. So husband now normally come to somebody's life to cut it short. This thing normally happens too on so many women. The moment they get married, you will see them, they will fall from A, they will come and become Z. They will become nothing to talk about. Some, financially, they will go down. I hope most of the African men, they are not a anti-progress, or they are not men that bring women down, because I normally see it all the time. You see that of she had money before, but the moment she be with all these men, she become zero. So let us think about it when we begin to always recommend or make the men the master of how your life should go, how you should behave, how you should do when you are married. Somebody that can't respect the way they meant you, somebody that can't love the way you are. What is the need of being with those type of people? Because for me, it is manipulation. If somebody should meet you in a certain way, or you dressed in a certain way, a man will come back from the blue to tell you that oh, I don't like the way you are dressing, and it's giving me problem the way you are dressing. When you already know, when you were in courtship with this person dressed in a certain way, behaves in a certain way, talks in a certain way. Overnight, you want to change this person, you want to dictate what this person should do and should not do. So for me, I think it is complete manipulation. I'm going to stop this broadcast now because I have a call. Bye bye everyone. We talk later. We talk later. We talk later.